Hi, Tazzy. Hey, YouTubers, RacermanXtreme here. In today's video, we're gonna go back to the good old studio. I want to show you guys this very ridiculous build that I have. I have a purpose for what I'm about to show you because I'm going to be upgrading my rig, and I'll explain that in a bit. So for now, let me just show you this really stupid hardware that I have. Basically, it's the Dell Vostro. We come in a little closer. So here's the rig. We have our 500 watt power supply. We have our 3 DVD drives. They're not all of them are hooked up, only 2. That's the SATA SSD right here. It's the SU800 256 gig model. We have a Core 2 Quad Q9550, which is an upgrade from the Q6600 that this PC came with. And we have the stock motherboard. And then catch this. It's a freaking RX 570. You heard me right. And we don't even have all the power connectors hooked up. We're missing 2. So you're probably thinking, why do you have an RX 570? Well, the answer is very simple. It was $100. It's probably a used mining card. And the other thing is, I'm going to be upgrading my computer by the end of this year. What I'm going to be doing is, well, the old rig needs to have a graphics card. And I thought, well, what better way to do it than to buy a used RX 570 and then pair it with the 6700K, the memory, the motherboard, and the CPU cooler for my old system, and then buy all of those parts I just mentioned for the new rig, thus keeping the power supply and the graphics card from the old system as well as the drives. I don't know what I want to do with the 6700K build and like the new one that I'm going to be making. With the parts that I already have lying around, except for that power supply because I'm not using that. But at the end of the day, we're going to have 2 gaming computers in here, and we're going to have the Vostro. The Vostro is going to go back to not having a video card. I don't even know what I want to do with it yet. But now that I have it working, this card is just overkill. It will play 1080p at maximum settings, no problem. And the Core 2 Quad that I have in it right now doesn't even have thermal paste on it yet. It's a really stupid idea. It's a stupid build right now. Like, the Vostro was never really a good computer. It had an HD 3450 by ATI in it as a starter. It also had the Q6600 that I mentioned earlier. But now that both of those parts are gone, this thing is actually pretty capable, because if I had the proper display technology, FreeSync, then I would be able to play CSGO at maximum 1080p settings at around 100 FPS, which is great. Like, a lot of computers can't even run it at 60 very well. And this 10-year-old system down here can do it just fine. So, with that being said, I just wanted to show you guys this really stupid build. I have a purpose for the card that makes the system come to life. And I mean, in case you're wondering, like, about the Q9550, like, why would I ever upgrade it? You know, it was $20 for 25% more performance. Like, of course I'm going to do that, because if I'm going to put a very overkill graphics card in it, you might as well give it some extra CPU horsepower. It's still Core 2 Quad LGA 775. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's a stupid build.